Hey, what's happening, gamers? K-Wing here, and it's time for your Nintendo news today, April 26, 2013. And yes, this is a recap of yesterday's events. The reason is because, well, the Nintendo Wii U update came out. It was pretty cool. And the Rayman Legends Challenge app for the Wii U, which is free, by the way. I got totally addicted to this thing, and I didn't stop until I won a silver, gold, and bronze medal. So, yeah, I mean, it's free to download until the game's released September 3rd. And you don't have limited time to play the demo like with the original demo release. So you still have the original Rayman Legends demo on top of the daily and weekly challenge maps that are added like all the time. It's amazing. Now it's time to go to work. I'm sure some of you have heard that Nintendo won't have a big presence at E3 this year, and a lot of confusion is going around and folks think that Big N isn't going to be at E3 at all, or even have anything to show at E3. And this is incorrect information. Nintendo will have a few Nintendo Directs pre-E3, during E3, and after E3, along with hands-on all the new North America games, and still do special announcements and have a type of presentation. It's just going to be smaller, which yeah, I'm a little disappointed in because I loved watching that on GameStop. Nintendo's massive shows were the only reason I paid attention to E3 anyway, because their stuff was so entertaining. Sony's press conference, I always fell asleep, and Microsoft, they just always seem to disappoint. So Nintendo was the one that I actually gave E3 my business, so to speak, and watched stuff. Now, I'm just going to spend time with my wife and watch some anime. Then, of course, upload trailers and all that fun stuff. Now, you'll recall, as I said months ago, Nintendo was going to be doing more Nintendo Directs in the future and probably wouldn't even need a big E3 presence. And I called it. I should have been an analyst. Personally, while I did nail Nintendo's new or rather old marketing strategy thing, I'm still on the fence with this call. By not doing the big E3 with the other two consoles, they're removing a huge international audience for them to relate to. And with the Wii U still being confused by pretty much all consumers everywhere, this is a bad idea. At the same time, all the big game announcements have always happened behind closed doors from Nintendo. The last, I want to say 5 years or so. So at the same time, this isn't really going to hurt Nintendo all that much, but it's not really going to help them reach another audience. They're just going to be preaching to the choir, so to speak, the Nintendo fans that actually pay attention and follow them. When I said that Nintendo's done this behind closed doors, major announcements such as Smash Bros. On Wii, Pikmin 3, and Skyward Sword all happened behind closed doors and were just pictures and announcements. They really didn't do all that much. Nintendo will be doing a lot of streaming, so if you're thinking you're not going to have anything to do at E3, like on your computer, no worries. There's going to be tons of earth-shattering announcements from Retro Studios. There's going to be 3DS stuff and Wii U and unannounced third-party stuff, but most of this is going to happen directly for us Nintendo fans on Nintendo Direct. Folks actually attending the show, Nintendo will have a booth presence. It's just going to be more like what you saw at PAX, and it's going to be more friendly and open because after speaking with Nintendo at PAX, they said they prefer this type of setup where they do booth tours instead of single interviews, and they would like to incorporate that with other shows, and it looks like they're going to do just that. New games that will be shown that we know about is, of course, the 3D Mario Wii U game, Mario Kart Wii U, Wind Waker HD, and Smash Bros. Will be there in some shape or form as playable. Not counting all the new 3DS games coming out between now and the end of the year. And folks, for me and Amber, that's just way too many 3DS games to cover. I still haven't gotten to Luigi's Mansion 2, Fire Emblem, Monster Hunter, or that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. But no worries, we're going to do our best to get them done before June. Still, the cynical journalist in me is saying what Nintendo is doing is a monster gamble because the Nintendo Directs, as much as I love them and they're entertaining and they give new and great information, they don't have a massive draw just yet. Also, I don't like that Nintendo is very picky with the press these days and they only do their huge announcements directly to their fans because as a journalist, it gives me a lot of work to do to just report the news and I have to wait on Nintendo to find anything out. My contacts don't say anything anymore because Nintendo must have like this huge NDA going or something, which is a non-disclosure agreement for those of you who don't know what that means. Still, I want to hear from all of you guys. How do you feel about Nintendo not hosting a major press conference at this year's E3 and doing smaller shows instead as well as a show floor thing? Light up that comment section and tell me what you think. In other news, besides the Wii U update coming yesterday, Miiverse is now available on your smartphones. You can post to different Nintendo communities, send and receive friend requests, follow or unfollow users, and of course edit your profile, and that's pretty much it. Personally, I haven't used this since the Wii U pad stays in our bedroom, so my office is right above us, so the signal works just fine, and I don't really need to use my phone all that much, except to call people. Speaking of social media stuff though, Capcom did tease on Twitter yesterday that the next game in the beloved Okami franchise is going to be announced very soon, though the name and details will occur during Golden Week in Japan. Hopefully this will fill Okami players with tears of joy. I'm looking at you, Chugga. And as we close today, as of noon, the Wii U Virtual Console has gone live. While not all the Wii U's VC stuff is on there at the moment, some cool games like Super Metroid will tide you over until stuff like Earthbound releases. No worries, all your favorite Virtual Console Wii games will be coming over to the Wii U, and if you have your Nintendo account hooked up, you won't have to pay full price for these games. And of course, the draw with this is you're able to play the Virtual Console games right on your gamepad, and they've been upscaled just a little bit. And well, gamers, that's it. Have an awesome weekend, and don't forget to check out my review of Injustice if you haven't already. That was posted late Wednesday night. Well, until we meet again, gamers, God bless and happy gaming. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next time.